Time to weigh in on yesterday's question, and many of you did. The question was from a mom who said that dad has every other weekend of the 4-year-old and is requiring mom to pack absolutely everything to go over to dad's house. Everything meaning swimsuits, floaties, hair ties, hairbrushes, toothbrush, toothpaste, jammies, clothes, and dad asked for pull-ups. So mom's question was, is that reasonable? Is it a reasonable request from dad? And number two, dad is now asking for 50-50. Will the judge consider the fact that dad doesn't provide anything for the daughter when determining 50-50? You all had lots and lots of opinions, and I told you that I would share mine. My name is Billy Tarasio, Arizona family law attorney, owner of Modern Law. On my page, we talk about family law. You send in questions, and I do my best to answer them. You can also join us at the Modern Divorce Support Group and ask your questions there. That's where this question came from. Okay, so first, I want to direct you to ARS 25401. Which says parenting time is the schedule of time during which each parent has access to the child at specific times. Each parent during their scheduled time is responsible for providing the child with food, clothing, and shelter, and may make routine decisions regarding the child's care. It's dad's responsibility to provide for his daughter, even though he has her every other weekend. Of course, there's nuance, and it's different with little kids than with big kids. I've noticed for my younger kids, it's very easy for them to plop between my house and my ex-husband's house and have whatever they need. That's pretty easy for them. They don't have strong preferences on clothing. My teens, they have strong preferences on clothing, and they're much more likely to pack a bag to go back and forth, even though both my ex-husband and I have whatever they need at both houses. At a bare minimum, you need to start supplying your own toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that. If your child is very, very young, a baby, then maybe it doesn't make sense. And also it depends on how often you see your children. So here's another example. My partner is in Ohio right now visiting his kids. When he goes to visit his kids in Ohio, which he does fairly frequently, he gets an Airbnb, he picks up the kids pack their stuff. He can't possibly take their stuff from our house over to Ohio, so it's very reasonable that they would pack a bag. However, if they forget something, which they do all the time, like for instance, the girls forgot a hairbrush, they went to the store and got a hairbrush. Or they could go pop by mom's and get a hairbrush. But dad takes on the responsibility of providing what the children need. Now, in terms of whether or not the judge will care, it's not a specific factor, but it certainly is an issue. The best interest factors, and they exist in every single state, so look up yours in your state, but in my state, the best interest factors, 25403, are pretty broad. Past, present, and potential future relationship between the parent and the child, interaction, interrelationship to the child and the child's parents, adjustment to home, school, and community. So if I were your lawyer, or if you're representing yourself, when you go to make your pretrial statement, you're going to list every factor, and then you're going to list the facts that apply to each factor. In this case, the child's adjustment to home, school, and community, I would write down exactly what's happening in that section. Ultimately, if dad is capable of being a good parent, then he should be. And he should be encouraged to have equal time, and he should be encouraged to take some more responsibility and step up. Because the fact is, if you weren't providing all of these things, he probably would figure it out. And this sometimes happens more often in the male-female dynamic than vice versa, where males will ask females to do their job for them, and females will take it upon themselves to do so. So my advice to the females is stop it. Stop taking on responsibility that isn't yours. Of course, we have to balance that with wanting to make sure that our children are taken care of. So I know it's easier said than done. I know you first and foremost want to make sure that your child is okay. So it's a delicate balance, but I believe you can do it.